Hello, hello, good morning, my friends. It's Tuesday, and I hope you're drinking some coffee, and we're going to have a great show today. What is beeping over there? Something is beeping. Hold, please. Turn off my, uh, sorry, I was making hat. Look, I made a hat this morning. Isn't it gorgeous? It says Path of the Pale Rider. I ordered some new iron-on patches for hats. And I couldn't help myself. I had to make one. So I was like making it just minutes before the show. So I have new swag for you. And if you ordered a hat on issue 7, Path of the Pale Rider, you should have filled out your survey and sent it to me with a color choice. And I'll be reaching out to find out if you want this hat, this new hat, or I have some older hats too with different styles. Just depending on what you want, we'll get it fulfilled. Just in case you missed out on books, good morning, everybody. There's still late pledges available. You can get books on the campaign, probably for a while, but sadly, all the merch has been turned off. So let me drop the link there for you. You can go shop for some books. If you're just finding me, there is a catch-up tier. And I just posted that right back into the private chat, which is dumb. Here you go, guys. I hate it when I do that. All right. So here's the linky loo. Here it is. So you can head here and pick up some books for Path of the Pale Rider and get started on your journey. Trust me when I say you want to be in this first batch. The reason why is because issue 7 is a game changer. If you get to binge read issues 1 through 7, everybody is jealous because that's the issue we've been talking about for a long time. It's a big deal. Everything is going to change. Everybody is wondering if Jude St. Clair is going to make it through this issue alive with his heartbeat, or will he go forward as the undead? You never know. So, and I'm not telling, you got to find out for yourself. So, I had a fabulous weekend at Red River Comic-Con in Ardmore, Oklahoma. I got to see Josh Booth. I got to see Mike Zappa. I got to see, I made new friends, made new connections. You know how it goes when you go to a Comic-Con. So shout out to Chris Hayes, Kim Hayes for organizing that con. Their cons are always fabulous. I highly recommend coming to see me at Texoma in February. I'll be there. That one's in Durant, Oklahoma. We always have a blast there too. So got into some trouble as always. Karen Needlemeyer was there. I got to talk to Pops Van Zant, but that video was done. So you can see Karen's first experience at a Comic-Con. So stay tuned for that. That'll be out at some point. I don't know. We'll see when. So also a reminder, if you have not, excuse me, I'm on the wrong page. I'm pushing the wrong buttons today, guys. I'm just not with it. If you have not backed Psycho Cell number 9, this is the end. This is the finale of this one. Oh, yes. Yes, Carl. It is a hot mess. You'll have to wait and see. It's I'll probably drop some snippets. We'll see what we can do, but gotta talk with Pops first. So this, if you love horror, if you love slasher movies, New Orleans, psychological terror, gore, it's all here, my friends. And as you can see, it's kicking butt and taking names. There are 16 days left on this one. 103 backers, $13,000. There's a crazy amount of add-ons and merch that you can get. That's one of a kind. Please go through. You might find your favorite indie artist on a cover. Oh, by the way, see this one right here, you guys? This Garbage Pail Kid. I got one. Kevin Lewis put together a Path of the Pale Rider Garbage Pail Kid, and I got it. So we'll be working on naming that probably in the group chat at some point. I need to turn off the voting on the farm animals. So the pig is Kevin Bacon. And then we're going to be voting on Slice and Dice because I think we need to do that by the end of this month. So make sure you come here. Let me link. I'm terrible with the links. I'll get better. I promise. The more caffeine I have. There we go. So here's the link for Psycho Sal issues 1 through 9. Make sure you get the whole run, the whole shebang. I personally wrote issues 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which then leads to this finale. I created all the loopholes and the foreshadowing and the crazy things. It's a wild ride, you guys. Go check this one out. All right. And that's all I got. I'm happily making merch. No, it's not all I got. I got scratch and sniff stickers this weekend. They showed up while I was in Ardmore. And this, it will not focus, maybe, is of course the sad pancake. And it smells like maple syrup. So these are in. These are in. The scratch and sniff for the upgrade your cover are also in. We got those. So merch is coming in. I think next to come in will be all the good morning. Will be all of the zombie deconstructed gummies. So I know those are made. So those should be on their way soon. So all the stretch goals will be in shortly. So there you go. We're still making some merch. I have to go to the laser engraver. And of course, we are in art production. So moving forward. Good morning, everybody. All right, enough about me. Enough. Let's bring in my guest because I cannot wait to talk to Jason. He and I both love something, and that is zombies. Please, everybody, say hi to Jason Strutz. How are you?
Hello. How are we doing today?
Good. See, your backdrop looks so professional. All black, and then the return, it just like sticks right out. Yeah, looks very nice.
It's my large tablecloth stuffed into my drop ceiling. So I can give away all the secrets.
That's awesome. I've done that before with this Murphy bed where I hook on the green screen and I film in front of that. Like it works, man. You just make it work, right?
Yeah.
So, how are you this morning? Are you caffeinated?
I'm pretty caffeinated. I could always be more, but
I was like, what's in the cup?
Doing all right. Tea, the extra caffeine tea.
Oh, okay.
Super tea.
So like Mr. T, stay in drugs, don't do school.
Got unpronounceable things in it, L-theanines and whatevers.
Ooh, fancy.
And like extra caffeine. So,
good morning, Matthew.
Right.
Yeah. Good. Now, remind me, where are you in the country? You're in what state?
I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, that's right. You are in Michigan. Yeah. Very cool. Did you do any cons recently? I know Chad Perkins was out doing one in, it wasn't Grand Rapids. I think, where were you, Chad? I forget. But there was a con this weekend out that way.
I was at one small college show called LakerCon at Grand Valley State University.
Ooh.
And that was good. Fun show. And it's definitely focused on books and comics. Like their tagline is promoting comics literacy. So
that's
those
awesome.
are the places that I like the most.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, even if it's a small group, but that's your prime audience. They're there for what you're doing and not for like One Piece prints and bunny hats.
Yeah, so I'm going to be looking to help them out and grow the attendance and everything. But they have some names out there and some educational focused, and I love those stuff. Those cons.
That's awesome. George, you're funny. I pity the fool who's not caffeinated. As to the super tea. So Michigan, and so what's the temperature there now? I haven't been to Michigan in a while.
I don't even know. 61 right now. 61.
Oh, that's not bad.
I think it's gonna be up in the mid 70s.
Ooh, the 70s.
By the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm still not. Well, I'm originally from Michigan, right? And then I'm currently in North Texas. So when it's like September, October, November, and it's still in the 80s, it messes me up.
Yeah, it's weird. we're in the like, it's real cold when you wake up, and then you need shorts by the midday, and it's confusing.
Yeah, I think we're in that as well. But I mean, like, for us, cold is like 50.
Yeah. what is cold? What is cold?
What is cold? It really is subjective. Like people are like, "Hey, would you ever go back to Michigan for Christmas?" And I said, "Absolutely not." Like,
That's prime getting stuck in Michigan weather.
yep. And I was like,
You
one,
can
it's
be
too
able to get
cold.
there, but maybe not get out.
Yeah, like you can fly in and then never leave, right? And
Yeah,
then who
yeah.
knows?
You might get out
So,
in March.
no, I don't
So
want to do that.
fine.
My birthday's
Run
in
rail thaw
March.
out.
My birthday's in March, and
Oh
every
yeah, yeah, mine is
yeah,
too. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, March 5th. What's
Mhm.
yours?
22nd.
Oh, darn. I was like,
Mm,
we could be on the same day. But I remember it snowing every year on my birthday as a kid, and it was like it
mhm.
would ruin the birthday party plans
Yeah, yeah.
every year. So no snow here in Michigan. I'm in Texas in
Mhm.
March. However, rain. We get lots of rain. So
That's good. That's good
so
for you though.
yeah, I prefer the rain, but still it's like nasty rain here.
Mm,
We had that big old, like, hailstorm was it last year? 2 years ago on my husband's birthday, and it was like hail was this big,
mhm.
and, that was scary, and yes, we had to
Yeah,
get a new
yeah.
roof, and, it was terrible.
Mhm,
So, Central Illinois got stuck in Wisconsin for a week during the winter.
mhm. No,
It
nice, nice.
and it depends on how close you are to the lakes, right? Because
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
we're
sure.
maybe 45 minutes from the lake, but I
Oh,
grew up
not
in
that
Buffalo,
far.
New York, and that's like a king of getting stuck places.
Yeah.
That's 6 to 8 foot snowstorm territory because they are right next to the lake, and who knows
Pass.
what's going to happen.
Pass.
Yeah,
I don't wanna
yeah.
do that
Uh-huh.
ever. No,
Hmm.
thank you. That's why people are like, "You gonna have a Christ" No. You come to me at Christmas time, I'll go
Yeah,
to you in the summertime.
yeah. There have been years where I can't go home for Christmas because no
Yeah.
one can get anywhere.
No, no. Hey, Dylan, good morning. Southern Kentucky and Northwestern Tennessee get the worst storms. You're talking about, like, the hail? Gray wolf? Because we get that too, man, it's just nuts, like, I thought the storms were bad in Michigan, and then I moved to North Texas, and it's like, it's way worse, so anywho, let's get back to comic talk. So, Jason has been on the show before, so we're not gonna do, like, the whole origin story, but for people that maybe missed your episode, can you go back and tell us, like, just a quick recap, like, who you are, where you come from, how you got into comics? Short.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I have been doing comics for 10, 15 years,
Wow.
just bouncing around doing small jobs, big jobs. Uh, so I've had have a couple of graphic novels that I've done with writers, including the House of Montresor, which is a Poe adaptation, um, and working on various indie comics. And I also do some like behind the scenes stuff, so helping out with other Kickstarters, doing graphic design and things like that. So I've been
Oh.
working with Bad Idea and designed a
I didn't know
VHS
that you
box
did
for.
that.
Yeah,
I Can I recommend you to people if they're looking for
sure.
so specifically you would, like, help build the graphics on the Kickstarter? Is that
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. So like all the stretch goal graphics and making themes and doing all that stuff. So I've done that for a few years and I'm applying it to my project now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've been kind of bouncing around comics, picking stuff up, and wanted to be able to write and promote my own book,
Right.
and put it out as a webcomic, get those eyeballs, and do the webcomic to Kickstarter print uh, experiment here with my book Returned. But
Yes.
I've been in comics for a while, and RPG art and illustration jobs. Uh, this week I'm going over to Baltimore for the Edgar Allan Poe Festival and that
That's
because I
cool.
do a bunch of design and work for the house there. So got
Oh,
got lots of different irons in the fire, but
yeah.
yeah, the
That's a
biggest
lot of
one right now
spinning.
is my book Return, finishing up its Kickstarter uh,
Today, everybody,
today.
today. I know. I was like, "When are you coming on, Jason?" He was like, Oh yeah, September 30th. I'm like, wait a minute, when does your cake start? He's like September 30th. And I was like, oh my God. Like
The final day party.
yay.
I brought
And then,
candy for everybody.
yeah, exactly. It's here on the Kickstarter. You just have to
It's
back
me.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. I'll send you one piece of candy.
One piece of candy. Actually, that's what we're doing. We're passing out candy. Yeah.
That's
Heck
not
yeah.
bad. I think it's a good idea.
Um, so I want to talk about Returned
Mhm.
because of course, I mean everybody that's watching, that I love zombies and that, it's hard to tell an original zombie story. And I feel like high five. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. Ready? High five. I know.
Yes. There we go. Pow, pow,
I
pow.
think
You're
we
doing
both
it.
accomplished that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I think
Because
we have.
it's hard to do that. Everything's kind of been done, but with Returned, it's the point of view that is so interesting,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
the art style is fabulous, you guys. So,
Thank you.
I mean, like, what were you thinking when you came up with Return? Were you like me, like, "God, I wanna do zombies, but I need to do something different," or are you just like, "This hasn't been done and I need to do this?" Like, how did it
It's a little bit of both, a little bit of both. So just to start where we are in the story here. So I'm kickstarting book 2 right now, or part
Ba-bam.
2. And so part 1 is the main character Vale. She's fighting an army of the dead in the beginning of the book, kind of last desperate stand against this mysterious army of the dead, led by an even more mysteriouser weirdo figure that we haven't dealt entirely with yet. So she's fighting this army of the dead. Unfortunately, dead herself by about page 13. Uh,
Mhm.
spend some time as a bad zombie lady until her family is able to find her and tie her to a chair and help her ghost re-inhabit her zombie body. So
It's
now
crazy.
that's a lot of part 1. And now that she's been reunited with her family as well as reunited with her body, they have to escape and try to find somewhere safe for them to live, if in fact there is a safe place to find. So
Yeah.
first book is a lot of zombie medieval action. Um, think Army of Darkness and things like that, with slightly less goof to it. But the second book is very much moving into the zombie tropes of we have to escape a place. There's a group of survivors, and they have to get somewhere else where they can survive. Uh, Except in this case, one of the survivors has a big secret, and
Oh.
also being kept by the rest of her family. She can't
Oh.
let her fellow travelers know that she is, in fact, a dead person.
Infected. I don't know, guys. I'm just guessing.
And now she's
Nope.
she's in control of her body for the most part, but
Oh. Did she have
some things start to
pieces?
crop up.
I was gonna say, are there pieces of her that are infected? Like an uninfected
So pretty
person?
much her whole body in this world and this scheme, there is somebody behind this and what's going on. Um, in this world, they when you died uh, under this sort of influence on the world, your spirit is sort of kicked out of your body, and
Right.
it's still attached, but you are not in control. So when you die, and at that time that your spirit is supposed to separate from your physical body and go fly off, who knows where. Uh, in this case, you're kept mobile by your spirit still being attached. So
Mhm.
she is attached to her body and has to witness her body doing zombie stuff, which is not fun.
No.
And most people in this situation tend to give up, and that's shown in the first book. And she herself is about to give up and basically kind of her spirit goes to sleep, and whatever happens. You just don't have to watch it. You can stop watching. Um,
Yeah.
so in this
Sure.
case, her spirit's able to re-inhabit her body, so she can control it. She can talk. She can move around. She can fight. She can give hugs to her kid, and that's good. But when her family is in danger, especially sudden danger, she can tend to in this case, kind of her spirit might be just moving a little too fast for the rest of her body. And if she gets too far out ahead of her body, it starts to regain its zombiness. And then, then not only do you have to deal with the outside threat, but then you also have this other threat, which is now her.
Yeah.
And that is kind of the extra psychological aspect to being a zombie. That you really have to kind of deal with what you've done. So it's feeling like you're bad, feeling like you might be the problem. As Taylor Swift might say.
It's kind of the same idea as Path, because it's like you're not in control all the time, and it's like, can you trust yourself? And if you wake up after you've done something terrible, how do you feel? Like, you know what I mean? Where it's such a hard.
It was fun reading through your book, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is not too far off.
Yeah, definitely a lot of body horror in here, Dylan. So here's like a page from issue 1, and what I really liked, because last time Jason was on the show, I was blown away by this concept, because again, it's like being a backseat driver in your own body in the zombie apocalypse. And if you look at some of the art, this is some of the things, like if you're an artist or in the comic scheme, something that I think is really genius what he did here. So like on this page that's on the left, you see all the warm tones of what's going on. And that blue, that like, it's like a cyan. And it's like, it's electric almost. It just bounces off the page in contrast with all the warm colors. That's the spirit moving around. And as you can see, it's just rudimentary, that she doesn't have control back. So it's just,
and it's based on like what you would draw first when you're drawing a comic. You draw those skeletons, you draw those figures as you're figuring out a page. So trying to figure out like what would her spirit look like. It just sort of happened upon the idea of that it would be like the most basic representation of a comic book character. Is that skeleton that you draw in your thumbnails. So it went to, hey, just make that the spirit.
And it resembles the blue line too, right?
And and make it blue so to resemble the blue lines that are used in comics. So it's a little bit of meta-ness there as well. It's a comic that knows it's a comic, and pulling a few little tricks with that ability to have a little stick figure kind of running around your book. And occasionally I have the spirit kind of looking at some other panels or some other like dialogue. Like it's unknown how much the spirit can really see on a comic book page. But those are my nerdy comic making Easter eggs there.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're picking up on it.
Right, exactly. And those of us that are into creating comics, it's just like, oh, haha, that's so funny. That's a blue line, you know what I mean? Or that's that's the rough. But it just works so perfectly. So even if they're not into comics, it's still very evident that this is the spirit, because it's night and day what's going on that page. So really cool. And I love how, like, again, with the blue line around the silhouette on I'm over here, guys, right here, where it's like this is like the memory of what that house is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So at the point in which she is dead and a zombie and part of the army of the dead in the book, it's very impressionistic. It doesn't follow time-wise necessarily. So there are things that you see in that sequence of part 1 that come back, and there's also things that you don't see in that sequence of part 1 that come back. So in this case, they have escaped the city that was under siege, and where Vale lived, where her family lived, and they found her, and they've escaped with this other band of survivors who all kind of had their own perspective on what's going on. And so they decide to go to one of the people's hometown so he can check on his wife. And it's just kind of a little farming town and all that. And as soon as she sort of steps into the clearing, she's like, oh, like a flashback, like
Yeah.
something happened here. And you can see the aftermath around that, and then within that silhouette, you can see some of what was happening during
Yeah.
that sequence of the book, and that leads into the paranoia aspect of some of this too, where like she doesn't necessarily remember everything that happened, and seeing this come up, she's now like, well, I don't know where it could be safe. It could end up somewhere where somebody knows who I am. Somebody's
Right.
recognized me. So you have that sort of paranoia aspect as well by traveling around
Yeah.
these other survivors.
And I like that aspect as well. And I've written that into my own series where it's like there's no escaping it. It's
Hmm.
everywhere you go. And so that's the question is where do you go to find safety? Where is safe? Where is, how do you keep the danger out? And it's just you can't. And especially with this
Hmm.
character who is technically the danger.
Yes, yeah.
Um,
So at different points, she can be the problem, and
right. And it's
that's
like
something that
how I'm interested to
she
see
has to
how
come to
long.
terms with. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, I'm interested to see how long you're gonna keep her with her family, or
Hmm.
if she's gonna
Hmm.
have, like, a crisis to be like, "I'm too dangerous, I can't be around you guys." But
Hmm.
again, without that connection with her family, does she become feral again? So, it's just
Yeah.
this interesting
Yeah.
push-pull of, like, am I a danger, but I'm better off with them, or am I?
Yeah, and
So
from her perspective, it's kind of like, are they better off with me or
right,
not?
or without me. Right.
And it's a sad place to be, uh,
Gosh.
but drive some of the emotion of the book as well, and that's a lot of the goal of this book is to have that horror stuff, have body horror, have zombies, have the action stuff, but basing it around kind of a real
Family.
yeah, relatable family dynamic,
Mhm.
and with that love, and I've been describing it as like a Game of Thrones or Walking Dead. If there were more hugs, we need more hugs,
Walking Dead and Game of Thrones with more hugs.
more hugs. So centering it around like an emotional core that you know, has been in zombie movies, but not always. And
Yeah.
and there are relatively few like first person kind of accounts, first person zombie media, movies or comics or books or things like that. There's not a ton of
Yeah.
them.
I can't name really any. I mean, like, we've gotten
Mhm.
snippets, like Walking Dead when, what's the guy? In season 1 that turns.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Him, yeah, that
Him,
guy.
yeah, no, Rick Grimes' partner, everybody. Thank
Yeah,
you. I can't think of names when I'm on the show, when I'm on the spot. It's terrible. The chat will fill me in. Who's Rick Grimes' partner was sleeping
the
with
Punisher.
Laurie? You know who I'm talking about. Turned into the Punisher, that guy.
Yeah, he died
But,
and
like,
became the
when his
Punisher.
character right, got bit and, like, a lot of times we'll see that where someone
Mhm.
is bit and then we see their, "Oh, hey, Lou. Good morning. Fashionably late, you're still here. I love you." But it's like you see, their kind of, like, jumbled thoughts, but that's
Mhm.
it. Like, once they turn, it's like we're not interested in them anymore.
Yeah,
Shame. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, King Eddie. King Eddie, what are you doing? Hi, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. That's
There's one pretty decent movie called I, comma Zombie. So not I Zombie the comic or I Zombie the TV show, but I,
yeah.
comma Zombie. That
Okay.
is about like a reporter turning into a zombie, and
Wait, isn't that the a lady? And then, like, if she eats the brain, she gets the
so
memories?
that's different.
It's a different
That's
one.
like iPod iZombie has a little I in front of it. This is I, comma Zombie,
Yeah.
uh,
I
which
was
I
gonna
picked
say
up at some point.
there's all these zombie things that I have not seen. I don't know. I've been, once Walking Dead kinda jumped the shark, I was like, "I don't know, I've seen it all."
This
But here, let me zoom
I,
in.
comma Zombie.
Oh, okay.
uh, Described as George Romero meets Ken Loach. So like a documentary style. I'm turning into a zombie. What's going on?
Got it.
kind of weirdo movie from mid 90s. Yeah, mid 90s.
Oh man, I missed
Fangoria
out.
put it out. It was a Fangoria label movie.
Really?
Pretty rare.
It is probably on Tubi or something at this point.
It's out. It's got to be out there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I'll go find
But
it.
there's that one. But yeah, not a lot of other first person kind of accounts.
And now I wonder though, because I really feel like comics is the best medium to tell this kind of story.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the novel, you can describe, but again, it's like it's these two forces that are fighting each other. And so you need that visual aspect, but you also need to be able to write the two different perspectives. So I think comics really is a great medium to tell the story.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's I feel like if it's TV or live action, you're missing the internal dialogue.
Yeah, it's tough to externalize though that thought. Yeah, and in this case, it would be tough to have a little ghost talking to themselves for a while. And just budget wise, this is a $400 million movie here.
Right. So especially with like the medieval costumes and the big things and everything's burning down and all the big fights. And it's like,
yeah.
And again, it's like, I don't know about you, but CGI zombies just don't do it for me, dude. You got to do it practical. Like this would need to be practical.
At least that front row of zombies has to be real zombies.
Yeah.
You could make the 500 behind them, whatever you need to, but big crowds, big zombie medieval action. Definitely throughout that first throughout part one, which is available on the Kickstarter as an add-on as well. Throughout that part one, that's the big zombie action time, and as we continue forward, we've got the zombie action in part one. We've got the paranoia and family relationships focused on in part two, and part three. We start to get a little weird, and we figure out where this is all coming from, why all this is happening.
Ooh,
and
that's my
and I think
part.
That's part of what part of my goal in writing the book as well was like, I want to have a reason. I want to have an ending other than, well, they walked off into the woods and probably died 5 minutes later. But I wanted to have like, what's happening? How can we resolve this story in a real way? And,
or can it be resolved? Can you
be resolved? Yeah.
That's see, this is why we're friends, Jason, is because that's me too. That's my favorite part of a zombie movie or a book. It's like we need to know where it came from. How did this all start? And can you fix it?
Yeah. And for the I get it in most zombie movies or zombie media. I get it. Like it's kind of a physically ridiculous idea. Like,
really?
Yeah, Walking Dead. Dead should be over in 6 months when they've all rotted away or frozen. Like,
well, no, because
you should be done.
Well, no, because they're all infected. So as soon as someone dies, it starts up again.
Sure. Yeah, but eventually there'll just be a lot less people in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
so I understand the impulse to just kind of brush it off. There's zombies, like deal with it, move forward. It was an asteroid, it was a virus, it was a whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't. We're not going to address it.
Right. There's been so many like that, and that's where I'm just like,
and then looking to do something different as you are, as well as to have some of those more resolution to a big zombie story than is necessary for a lot of previous stories. Like you don't need to know. They're still good. I just wanted to have that sort of separate that out a little bit.
There's a lot of bad zombie stuff out there.
There's a lot of bad zombie stuff. There's a lot of good zombie stuff, like most things.
Zombievers. Have you seen it?
I did watch Zombievers. Yes.
It's one of those, like, as a zombie fan, we force ourselves to watch these things, and we're just like, why?
It's research.
It's research.
Yeah, so I watched some Zombievers.
Not
I watched. There's one called Black Sheep from New Zealand, which is all zombie sheep.
I'm glad I didn't take a sip before you said that out
I
loud.
was waiting.
Come
I was
on.
hoping. I was hoping. To get you mid sip.
Yeah.
Zombie sheep called Black
There
Sheep
goes-
does not star Chris Farley, and it's a
That's
different Black Sheep.
that's the other one.
Yeah, yeah, monster zombie sheep movie.
Oh my God,
Black
have you
Sheep
seen it, King
is
Eddie?
amazing.
Just
Black Sheep
you
is
and
amazing.
Jason. You're the only two outside of Australia. You said Australia?
New Zealand, I
New Zealand,
believe.
sorry, that had seen that movie. Oh no. Zombie babies. We've seen zombie babies. Yeah, a few times. It's like a were sheep.
A dead alive. It's like a were sheep. Yeah.
Oh no, just was it last week? I was working on I don't know what, and it's like I never have my eyes free, but I have my ears free, so I just turn on something I've seen before.
Yep.
And it was Land of the Dead.
Yeah.
One of the very last Romero ones with like John Leguizamo and
yeah,
where the zombies learn and they set up traps, and I was like,
yeah, they're setting, they're doing things. It's very very Romero fashion, very on the nose social commentary, but social commentary, which is good. But like, yeah, we're gonna put all the rich people in a big tall tower. Like, yeah,
exactly,
of course.
And then like they had the most terrible stereotypes. Terrible. I mean, they had a diverse cast, but then it was just like we call them all derogatory names. I was like, what the hell? Like, you named the Hispanic guy Cholo. Like, that's his name.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I am so as King Eddie says here, working through the late era Romero movies. So there's Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead.
Diary of the Dead.
Yeah, which is like the found footage. The found footage movie.
Some of them watch, but just I mean, it's just to watch them. It's fine.
Yeah.
Did he lean? What do you mean? Did he lean? Explain. Does the return take place in the snow?
So I have no snow in the book thus far.
Yeah,
I don't think I have. It takes place. There's some mountains. There's some snow on top of the mountains, but not really in the places which people are living. Oh, okay, yeah.
You'll have to watch to find out. It's John Leguizamo, so it's. I mean, he's probably the best part of that whole movie. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I saw snow.
Yeah, no snow. It takes place relatively confined area. You've got the big city, and you've got like a trip out of the city, and then other stuff happens, and the city comes back. Because basically, we're starting the story at the end of this invasion, the end of this problem, and this is kind of one of the last big settlement cities of the humans in this world. A lot has been taken over. There's a big floating flying castle, and the mysterious big bad that we haven't really dealt with a lot. And they're gonna have to go back to figure out something to be done here, if there is something to be done. So relatively confined in a area of this world, but my zombie designs are coming from pretty much everywhere. So I have a bunch of medieval armor books and swords and stuff coming from all sorts of cultures. So I'm when I need to draw a bunch of zombies, I just look for a weird sword and some weird armor and kind of dress them up with the idea that like this is a horde that has been gathered from throughout the world. So it's coming from everywhere. So you get zombies from everywhere. So trying to make sure that we get equal opportunity zombies
right.
in the book.
Well, that just shows you how far this thing has gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's hope. Like you're getting all this diversity in this zombie horde, and hopefully that also brings across like, well, this is towards the end of this whole thing.
Yeah,
and we're gonna see like if humans can survive.
Yikes. Last time Jason was on the show, he was actually drawing one of these unique sketchbook. It's not
Yeah.
really a sketchbook. It's like it's not even a card. It's bigger than that, right?
Yeah. So it's about a 4x4.
Yeah.
I've been calling
Square.
them book plates, and they get they're basically printed stickers that I can draw on. And so I've been drawing those zombies pretty much in the same style as the book, and then everyone gets a unique zombie. So I just sat there and drew 25 different zombies and put them in the front of each book, with an extra signature and in the black and white, but with the red eyes.
Yeah.
That I have in the book, and so each of those is hand done, hand drawn, totally unique, different zombies that
Those
I've been
are
doing
super cool, you guys.
for all the books.
I want one. I'm gonna go shopping after the show.
Okay, you can go shopping.
There's still time on this, you guys, but it ends today. So if you're interested in this, you better hop on.
Yes.
'Cause you got a few more hours left.
Yeah, and what you're looking at now
Ooh,
is the artist edition
ooh,
of the book, which is all of the black and white ink wash artwork,
cool.
lettered and able to be read. Pretty bright picture there, but in the style of the artist editions from different artists. Unfortunately, I, at the moment, was not able to do it at the actual size of the art, which is 11 by 17.
Right.
Makes for a big book.
Yeah.
And an expensive to ship book.
Yeah.
So we have the artist edition is kind of a very limited print run of all of the black and white art, which I also have available in the Kickstarter. So you can buy original art as well from the book. So this was a cover that I did to have an exclusive cover to take to San Diego. So I had a table at San Diego this past convention. So I want to do a con exclusive. So I did an extra cover for that. So that's available. And then I just have all of the story pages available. So this is all the actual art, ink wash, white paint. And how I've been running those is I will set up a website that has all of the available art on it for the end of the campaign, and then people get to choose the page that they want from that stack of pages in the order in which they backed the Kickstarter. So
nice.
The first people get first dibs on all the original art, but I do have at this point 75, 80 some pages to choose from for this book. And some good some covers left, and big iconic moments. So that's also available in the book. And I've been showing this portfolio around at all my appearances, and I get lots of positive, excited comments about the black and white art. And people were just like, "Oh, this is really great. You don't even need to color it." And then I would show them the color pages, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's really good color too." But different people are liking different styles. So I wanted to have that ability to give people the chance to read it how they would like to read it.
That's awesome. I think that's important too. Because some people prefer that black and white.
Yeah, it's definitely got a more raw feel. It is a little more visceral, and ties into the classic Tales from the Crypt and EC horror and all the black and white art from Eerie and Creepy and all those cool mags. So I like I like that I'm able to offer that to people and let them read it how they want to read it.
Raul says, "Is this a family-based story, the medieval horror family drama?" You must have missed the first half of the.
Yes. So
that's okay.
So it is very family-based, and it starts out just sort of following the main character, and she's fighting an army of the dead, and unfortunately dies herself fairly soon, and her family is able to find her and tie her to a chair and bring her back, and allow her ghost to inhabit her zombie body, and then they have to escape. So it's a family-based story, and the mother is a mombi, which is my alternate title for the book, but does not really get across the tone that
I
I'm
love
going
it.
for.
Hi, William
Mombi.
Pace. Good morning. All right, let's go shopping, you guys. So it says a digital PDF for part 2 is $10. Now, just a reminder, how many pages is
Mhm.
this issue?
Yeah, so issue 2 is it's gonna be a 48-page book.
So it's double what you typically get. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
$10 absolutely makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
remind people this
Part
isn't 24
part 1
pages.
is a 54-page,
Yeah,
a
these
few
are big.
pages longer, and then this one is a 48-page book.
And so part 2 print edition is 25. And again, that's a
And that
great price for a double issue is what you're
double
getting.
issue, and that also
Mhm.
includes the shipping as well.
Oh,
So
nice. Okay, so there you
no
go.
extra shipping for
Got it. Big
US people.
Mombi.
Yeah.
That's great. And then I'm really eyeing this one. Zombies are human too. Were past tense human.
Mhm.
This is the one I'm really looking at because I want one of these book plates. These are cool, dude. So as you can see,
Yeah,
I
so
wouldn't be alone. There's 9 other people there.
mhm, mhm. Yeah,
And
that's definitely the time that I look through those books of random armor and swords and such to find something interesting to put in there.
Dylan says, for me, I'm very picky about black and white art. I love
Mhm.
Mike Mignola, Darren Warren Johnson, Sergio Tappi, and James Haran.
Yeah, yeah.
I know some of
Those are
those.
excellent choices.
Yeah. I'm not a comic book artist. So a lot of times people are like, like so and so and so and so. I'm like, I can tell you who wrote stuff,
Mhm.
but a lot of
Yeah.
times I'm not clued into the artist team unless it's,
Mhm.
Jim Lee, and
Yeah,
then I know.
and for all of these pages, I also I film making all of these pages as well.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
do
look.
time lapses of all of the inking and coloring for every page, and you can find that on my YouTube channel
What?
under Strutz Art,
Okay.
uh, STRUTZART. So you can see time lapses of all 80 some pages that are out
Wow.
so far.
That's cool. And,
Look at-
I think people should do more of this. This is really fun. I love time lapses. And so being able to see like the behind the curtain and see how the sausage is
Mhm.
made. I don't know if I just put 2 euphemisms together. I think I did.
I mean, maybe you could make sausage behind a curtain, like if you have
That
to
would be
protect
weird.
the rest of your room but want to make sausage, you should probably hang up some curtains.
Put a curtain in your kitchen and make some
Yeah,
sausage.
yeah. I mean, you don't want that sausage to get everywhere.
Yeah. Whip. Buenos dias, Laurie and Jason and the Mad Chat. Good morning, Al Mega.
Hello,
How are
hello.
you? Sorry, Dylan. I know. So that's super cool. So yeah, you can see Jason make art and it's really fun to watch. Like I said, he was
Mhm.
doing those book cards last time
Yep.
and they were super fun to watch. It's the
Yeah, so it's all ink
like
wash
the
art,
red.
grayscale and white
Yeah.
paint, and splattery and messy and gets cleaned up along the way.
Okay, you got some packs.
Yeah, so we have some
Fillers.
retailer tiers as
Yeah.
well. So decent pricing for resale
Mhm.
in your stores, or anyone can buy it, and then you get 14 copies, and you can give away 13 of them. And I also support that route.
Yeah, I had someone do that.
There you go.
Because they did like a retail tier.
Hmm.
They found us on like issue 6, and then they
Yeah.
were like, "I know it says multiple, but can I get like some of the old variants that you have?" And I was like,
Okay. Yeah.
"Sure." And
Well, yeah.
so,
Why not?
yeah, they got all their copies, but they got like a ton of the variants that I had. So, all right, and then original pages. Again, this is 175 for an original page,
Hmm.
plus
Hmm.
you get the book as well. Selections can be
Yes, you get in that case with the original art pages, you get a book plate as well.
Mhm.
In your color book, you get an artist edition, and you get the original art page, and then everybody also gets a PDF.
Yes.
PDFs for everybody. You can buy a book and seal it up and never open it. Maybe it'll be worth something. You can just read the PDF. But yeah, everybody gets a PDF at the end of the campaign, and pretty much all of the tiers build on each other,
Mhm.
other than those retailer packs.
They
So you
make
get
sense.
everything that's been offered so far.
I thought I saw something where you had unlocked stuff. Was that up here?
Be up. There
There
you
you
go.
go. Stretch goals.
Yeah. So just a couple stretch goals. It's a very, I'm making a book Kickstarter, and I'll be bringing in the merch and the fancy hats and t-shirts and posters and things like that when I do the collected edition,
Nice.
hopefully next year. And so right now, I'm making the book and also running the Kickstarters and putting it out as a webcomic. So I have enough things to make.
Yes.
Getting it done, and then we'll have the big celebration of all the merch stuff. So in this case, my stretch goals are pretty contained, in that you're getting paper upgrades. That's already happened, so we'll match the paper upgrade that we did in the first part, which is great. And then also a 4-page preview of part 3 at the end of the book, and you can get a little taste of what's coming next, and you can think about that. So I'll be bringing back the webcomic in January. So I have put out this story as a webcomic for the past year or so, 2 pages a week at returnedcomic.com. So another place you can read it, you can check it out, see if you like it. Everything is still up on that website. And as I finished each part, do a Kickstarter the next month to do the print version. Because it's definitely it's a long form graphic novel comic, so not the most pleasant to read as a webcomic, but that's able to like demonstrate that yes, all the work is done. It just needs to be printed.
Yeah.
So it's a proof of life, proof of work.
Right. It's already done. We just have to.
Yeah. So I'll be taking off the holiday months from posting, but that's my buffer building time. So I'll be relaunching the webcomic with part 3 in January. So this 4-page preview at the end of part 2 is going to be your first and only look at part 3 for a few months.
Dun, dun, dun. You better get this issue, guys, so then you can get your sneak peek. I do want to remind everybody that, of course, when campaigns are live, this is the most important time for indie creators, as this is what guarantees that we can make you a excellent, high quality product, fulfill all the things, print it as you want, and get something new. We don't want recycle, reboot, Hollywood garbage. That's, you got to come outside of Hollywood to get good stuff these days, and here it is for you. So this is the time when you support this time. Right
absolutely.
Now.
Yep.
So, and
right
I
now
know
is the support time, and Returned will be finished.
Yeah.
In any case, but I will feel happier about it. And then
starting tomorrow, actually.
would like to continue making books this way, just on my own terms, and hopefully everybody agrees. But I think I can do the writing and the art and all the things, and I would love to just continue putting out my own books and getting them directly to people who are excited about reading them.
It's funny.
All of the middle people.
Right, because that's what I was going to say. Because right now, people that are starting in indie comics, it's like feel like their goal is to get picked up like by Image and Dark Horse and other publishers, and then you see the people that were there that are doing what we're doing too. You know what I mean? Because they were like, I did that, and this works better for me because, like you said, there's no middleman. I don't have, I could set my own deadlines. It's just there's pros to that. So it's interesting to me when people come in and they're like, I want off this Kickstarter merry-go-round, and then you find out like Kickstarter is like the best thing out there because then you can just do it the way that you want to do it.
Yeah, if nothing else, like I've done books that like I can't sell at my table anymore because they're not printed anymore. Like they did the print runs are over. Yeah. And then you've done a work and it exists, but you can't sell it. And when you own the book, when you control all the printing and all of that, you can, if you need more, you just go print more.
Right.
So then that creates a library that you can potentially sell for forever.
Right. The shelf life is forever.
The shelf life is forever, and published stuff. There's definitely advantages going that way, but there's also disadvantages that this sort of sidesteps.
Well, then you just got to wear all the hats, man.
Yeah.
Stuff isn't getting done. It's because you're not doing it.
Yeah, you're doing good because you're wearing the hat that will provide for more hats. You're doing the marketing hat.
You gotta wear the marketing hat and the shirt too. I would try to wear a Path of the Pill Rider shirt when I'm on.
Yeah, I did some guerrilla marketing last week. There's an art festival in Grand Rapids going on right now called Art Prize, and they did a thing called Art Battle, which is a national organization, but it's art battling, which is everybody has 20 minutes to make a painting. You do a 20-minute painting, however you want to do it, and people vote. All the attendees vote, and you can vote online. And went there and did a 20-minute painting, something I did last year as well. But this year, I made myself a shirt with a big old QR code on the back because everyone's just going to be looking at my back while I paint.
That's smart.
So I did a good zombie for that one.
Nice. I've been tempted to do something like this too, where I get temporary tattoos.
Yeah.
With a QR code.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I can wear that. And when I go to a con, if someone's like, "Do you have social media?" It's like it's my link tree, or it's
you can get like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, or one on each arm, where it's like this is my link tree, and this is like the you can.
I got a lot of real estate here, so like that could work.
You should do it.
I don't know if temporary tattoos stay well on scalp skin, but
at least for a day.
If I get a little too sweaty or wear my hat too violently, it's going to start falling off.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, I would love to play a game with you because it's about an hour in. We have this new game here on the Tuesday Morning Brew. It is called. I'm gonna push the button. Would you hug this?
Yes, that's perfect because the book has hugs in it.
And there's some things in here I don't know if you'd want to hug. You'll just have to.
Well, I should hope so, because a game about would you hug it, and it's all things that you want to hug.
Yeah, it'd be like, that's boring.
Like, yeah, I'd hug all of that. Let's just.
Let's see, because I always start out easy. I'll pick an easy one, but I don't know. I never know, like, if people have phobias or like if you know some fact about this animal that.
Sloth phobia.
It's a sloth. Would you hug a sloth, Jason?
I think I would hug a sloth. Yes.
Yeah.
Not only are they cuddly and don't want to move around in any fast fashion, like not gonna like freak out, but also it's got those claws.
Yeah.
Which like it would be great for my back.
Like, just
get the hug
back scratcher.
And then just like, oh yeah. Living back scratcher.
I think like back in the Ice Age, there were giant sloths that were really prolific hunters. I don't know. Maybe they just.
I know that there were giant sloths.
Yeah.
I mean, I have heard from people who know what they're talking about that there were giant sloths. I don't know firsthand about any giant sloths, but I trust.
Lou says, I don't think there's a choice with this one. You hug it. Yeah, that's right.
It's got a cool smile. It's going to wrap itself around you, and it's going to give you little back scratches.
We need zom sloths. Instead of zom beavers, we need zom sloths. And
we'll kind of the easiest thing to run from, I guess.
It would be the quickest movie. Be like, we ran away. The end. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, let's do this one. Okay. Tell me what you think. This is a binturong, native to Indonesia, and they smell like popcorn.
That sounds like a bintu right.
What is this sloth bee? Oh man. So
See,
would you?
I can't see claws on there. So
There are claws. There are claws. They climb
and
trees.
what are we thinking about size here? Do we know?
It's pretty
Like a
big. It's
torso
bigger than a
size? Like
sloth. I
okay,
would
all right.
say like a large dog, but it also has a big tail, fluffy
Hmm.
tail.
Hmm. Hmm. I
Very
think
large tail.
I think it's leaning towards hug,
Yeah.
but I'd have to see like how it's feeling at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I would hug this one, especially if it smells like
Yeah,
popcorn.
yeah, that could be interesting.
If I could wear it like a scarf,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
popcorn scented scarf. Can we just hug
yeah.
the tail,
A
please?
living soul. That would be great.
Yeah, and then hopefully I can train it to like scare people off, like scare
Oh
them
yeah,
off if
yeah.
they're too
Hmm.
close. Like back up, back up. I said back up. All
Or
right,
just
here.
scare them with like, oh, do you smell popcorn? And then you answer, no, I don't smell any popcorn. There's just another way to scare people. Make them believe they're smelling
Yeah,
mysterious
you have a
popcorn.
brain tumor? I hear that's a thing.
Yeah.
You smell popcorn.
Hmm.
Do you like
Something
birds,
burning.
Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, and burning. Do you like birds?
I like to see birds. I like to look at birds.
Mm.
I don't really like to be close to birds. That kind of
Yeah,
freaks me
I don't know if you'd hug this one. This
out. Oh yeah,
this
no,
is
that
the
one.
shoebill
Well, no.
stork.
Of the birds, it's the most huggable that I can think of right now.
This one?
Yes,
I didn't put a cassowary on there. Like those are that's a dinosaur.
that's a
Um,
dinosaur. I've heard that these are pretty smart. So maybe
it's
they
like
even
a pelican though. Like it'll eat anything that it can fit
it
in its
will,
mouth.
and they're big
Yeah, and they're
and
huge and they're scary
maybe smart.
because they do this with their beak and it sounds like
Yeah,
an automatic
and
weapon. It's
it makes that clack
acting.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a nope. This is a
this is a
nope for me.
no.
I would
I could see it happening with a spoonbill. Is that what this one?
spoon
Is
this
that what this one is?
shoe bill.
Shoehorn.
Shoe
Shoebill.
bill.
That's right.
Shoe bill? Shoehorn?
A shoehorn is a shoehorn. It'd
This
help
is
you
a
put on
death
your
bird.
shoes. Like that's cool. Get a hug, help you put on your shoes. You go off to work.
You ever seen the pelican like reels where it's like people are too close and it tries to eat everything. It tries
Yeah.
to eat children. It tried like there's a pelican that tries to eat a capybara. Like
Hmm.
no business trying to eat these things, but it's just like I'm gonna try, and if it'll work, yeah, it does.
I mean, I
It's like
guess something that I like is that the bill is wide, so it's got surface area. So
yeah,
like it might
not
snap
as-
on you, but it's going to be like a pressure versus like somebody with a sharp bill, a sharp
where they
beak.
stab you
Like
with it.
that's
Yeah.
stabby. This is like, I mean, it's going to slap you, maybe, but
Um, Fun fact about these, their
oh
jaw
dear.
strength is pretty high. And a
Mhm.
lot of times they decapitate things before they
Oh,
eat them.
a
So
lot of times, yeah.
they cut off get the head down first and then they go
Okay,
body
yeah.
second.
Hmm.
Fun times. Fun times. All right, all right. Now let's move into the fun round, the one that I really want to see here. This one's kind of grainy, but this, my friends, is a insect taken over by the cordyceps mushroom.
I mean, that's a no. Any
That's
sort of moldy bug, I'm not
well,
gonna.
we're getting into the zombie creatures, if you see where I'm
Yes,
going. Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
Now, not the bug itself, but the little mushrooms look huggable. It'd be like a body pillow. Just, just
At
like
some
cuddle
point,
up.
my fear is that cordyceps finds a way to infect humans because right now,
Yeah.
just so everybody knows, they're
Mhm.
very specific. Cordyceps can only infect specific animals, right?
Yeah.
But there's, it's mostly insects, I think.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah.
Spiders, ants. But when it starts jumping to like frogs, like we got a
Hmm.
problem, right?
Hmm.
All right.
They've had a
So
while to try though. Like they've been around for a while,
yeah, this is true.
but they might
Um,
get there.
are you are you a hunter at all?
No.
I'm
No.
not either. I am aware that there is this disease called wasting disease with the
Yes.
deer.
Yeah.
And it basically makes a zombie deer.
Yeah. It's pretty. I've seen some videos. They're pretty sad. It's a bummer. It's a real
Yeah.
bummer.
Zombie deer? Are we hugging zombie deer?
I'm not gonna hug a zombie deer. No.
Not even with like a hazmat suit. Hazmat.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Would it make the deer feel better?
It might.
Would it help heal the deer inside? Or
Maybe
comfort the
it
deer?
needs. Hey, maybe it's like the Returned. It needs that comfort in order to find
Yeah.
itself again, right?
So maybe if it would help the deer, I might be willing to hug it with some sort of suit on. But like the videos that I have seen, there's some violent body motions that come along with this, and like I don't want that. I'm not getting near that.
I don't want to get kicked by this thing either.
Yeah.
Lou says for the cordyceps one that was a 2-for-1 hug option.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you can hug the moldy bug or the individual shrooms. Yeah.
Are you hugging Big James? Now, this is not a Big James, but it is. I found this on the internet.
Oh,
this looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The
big bear.
Yeah, I couldn't find the artist related to this, but I thought it was a pretty good. Like this looks like what Big James would look like. Were you hugging Big James?
I'm gonna have to go with the no on that, even though good back scratching claws.
I think a little bit too much scratching.
Too scratchy? You think too scratchy?
Yeah, it would like remove the skin as opposed to itch it.
Yeah, it solves your itch problem though.
Yeah, it would.
Skin, no itch.
Permanently.
No skin, no itch.
Where's Kevin Davis? I need him to tell me if he's
Bob Marley song, no skin, no itch, right?
No woman, no cry. I got lots of these. So one more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I since we're on the zombie looking.
Oh dear. Rabbit. We already saw the deer. Yeah.
And these are these warty rabbits.
Yeah, I'm not coming near that.
I am so afraid of like all these things that could literally jump to humans. And then it's the apocalypse, you guys. And we've congratulations, we've crossed over into the realm of Laurie and Jason's books. I ain't hugging this thing either.
No. But if zombie animals makes you happy, there's Laurie's book. if zombie animals do not make you happy, there's my book.
There you
Animals not really affected by this whole thing.
That's good. Well, at least the big thing with that is at least there's still food to eat.
There is still food to eat. Yep.
Because when you get zombie animals,
what do you do?
What do you eat? And that's
then we're all vegan.
Well, the pesticides don't work either. So
true. No pesticides in medieval times.
Oh, also true.
So, animals not affected. There
you go.
Also,
and that, my
not
friends,
present, but not affected.
And that, my friends, is the game called. Would you pet this? Well, we will play again next week when I find more unhuggable creatures for people to hug.
Yeah, it's a good selection. Apparently you might have shown that rabbit before.
I did. I have shown that rabbit before.
Torturing people with that rabbit every week.
I know I switch them out, but that rabbit it really fit with your book.
It's
so
a good.
I try to find things that correlate to whatever is going on. It's a really bad. Not that rabbit again. Your screams would echo through that rotting torso. Congratulations, Laurie and Jason's book have come to life. Laurie and James, they were supposed to be fiction.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen that meme, Dylan, where it's like the science fiction and apocalypse sections have been moved to current events? Thank you.
Yeah. Different public service announcement. Different placement in your libraries now.
All right. You got to go to current events for those ones. They'll be known as guidebooks from now on. So, okay. All right. Let me ask you this. So Returned is going to be 1, 2, and 3, and then there'll be a collected version.
1, 2, 3, and a 4.
And a 4. Oh, and
and a
then a
4,
collected version. So,
and then
okay.
a collected.
So you
Yeah.
got some ways to go, but at some point, you will be through all that. What are we doing
Mhm.
after that? Are we doing spin-off on Returned? Are we
Mhm. Mhm.
doing something completely different? We doing more
Looking at completely different right now.
Oh.
In that the book, the story of Returned, which is the whole script is written and all the pages are planned out and everything's lettered and all that. I'm just working on all the final art now. So the story as it is pretty contained. Like
Mhm.
wrap things up, move on. Like maybe you could make something happen in the future, but don't leave a lot of threads dangling in the
Mhm.
story. So uh, not really planning on doing any sort of spin-off for this book, but yeah, I would like to move on to a new book. I have a concept for that and sort of a direction for it, similar to what I did with Return. Return started as a 24-hour comic day
Yeah.
comic. So, and for anybody who doesn't know, that's happening probably next week, probably somewhere near you. Check your comic
Sure.
shops or your libraries or something like that. But it's the idea is sitting somewhere for 24 hours and making 24 pages of a comic book, uh, having sat down with nothing prepared, no scripts, no drawing, nothing written down beforehand. Uh, I've been running these events. I had been running them prior to 2020. We haven't started them back up yet because why would you want to stay up for 24 hours? But
Not me.
I have done it total like 4 or 5 times,
Really?
and come away with books. And I always tell people like have a concept, have an idea of what you're going to sit down and do, because you don't want to freak out for the first hour. You want to kind of have it like have some thoughts in your head. But the idea is coming and sitting down with nothing ready. So we would go from noon on a Saturday to noon on a Sunday
Yeah.
at a comic shop here in Grand Rapids, the Comic Signal, who were for some reason excited to host such a thing, and have somebody in their store for 24 hours to watch us.
But they can switch out, like
They can switch out. Yes,
they can
yes.
switch out. It's you guys that are there at the table drawing for 24 hours that I worry about. You
Yeah,
hallucinating by the end of that? I'm just wondering.
I mean, what is making fiction but hallucinating?
So yes, it's
So
like it
yes,
started out black and white. It is psychedelic by the
yeah.
time we get
I
to the
always
end.
tell people if you can get someone to come pick you up, that would be great. Don't drive home.
No,
But at least it's light out, and if you get out at noon on a Sunday, you can go home and take a nice long nap and wake up, eat some dinner, go back to sleep, and maybe you'll be okay for Monday.
probably not. But
But so this book, Return, started as a 24-hour comic where I had this
yeah,
concept and did a 24-page version of it, which has many of the parts, especially the parts of part 1 and part 4, has many of the aspects of the story in it. And then did that. And when I wanted to sit down and write my own books, having that like 24-page, beginning of a story, the
yeah,
bare bones version of a story was like, oh yeah, I could take that and just sort of work that into something bigger. And that 24 pages, it moves fast. And there's definitely things that I'm like rushing over. So like the family that plays like a big part in this book, they pop up, they serve the same purpose, and then they kind of, don't really have their own story. And in return, in the big book, they have their own story. There's more time with them, and you're able to like establish that relationship more.
Dylan says, do they get a bathroom break and meals, or do they wear diapers and eat 3 meals before arriving?
So there are no rules. I don't chain you to a table. And in fact, if you are ready to leave at 11:30 at night, I will say, God
Right.
bless. Be
Yeah.
You're very smart. You're very smart. Go home. Go to sleep. Uh, but the shop that we do it at is very nice. They get us pizza. They get us donuts.
Cool.
They have a good little spread out of food, and you take a break and chat about what you're doing. And if
Which
you
shop is this, by the way?
a place called the Comic Signal in Grand Rapids here,
Cool.
and got a great space for events, and they run trivia and all sorts of fun gaming things as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I visited them soon after they opened and like looked around the place. I'm like, oh, you have space to do things. Let's figure out things to do. And this 24-hour comics was something I started. I started hosting. It's a national event, but I started hosting it when I was working at a shop in North Carolina called Ultimate Comics.
Mm-hmm.
So I had started it there, and then moved to Grand Rapids and was looking for a place to do it. So I have other 24-hour comics, one specifically in mind, that I can't use the name that I used, presumably, but I entitled it "The Road to Hellsville," after a book and movie called "The Road to Wellsville," which is all about the like Kellogg, the weirdo Kellogg and his strange medical / mental institutions. And there's one that's near me in Battle Creek, Michigan. There was the sanitarium, Kellogg's Sanitarium, and they would.
Is it still open?
It's not still open. Not still open. There is a museum. Yeah. Well, some of it is used for other things. I think a hospital at the moment, but there's a museum there as well.
There was one of those in Northville before I moved, and they finally tore it down because people kept going in it, even though it was closed, right? Because,
it's pretty fascinating to me. Like in this, we can make you better by, eating cornflakes and shoving water in every hole that we possibly can, and just this like weird health movement that started around the 1900s, where people were interested in living healthy lives, but science hadn't really caught up to what that would mean, what that means, what that was.
Oh my gosh!
So all these weirdos had these like ideas for these spas and things where you would go for retreats, and live your weird life, and fed you cornflakes. And there is a fun movie from the mid-90s called The Road to Wellsville that's based on this on a book, and so along those lines, but taking that idea with a Kellogg type figure, along with the tropical islands of Ohio. There's a place called Put in Bay off of Ohio in Lake Erie.
Okay.
You take a ferry. A real place. Yep. You take a ferry there, and like where the ferry lands, there is this like Bahamas looking restaurant, and it's the tropical islands of Ohio, and they have to put signs in all the bathrooms, and they're like, this is still the United States. You cannot do drugs here. This is still Ohio. You are not on the islands.
Wow. So apparently there's a ton of, I didn't think Ohio had islands.
There's islands out there. Yeah.
There's a bunch.
There's a bunch of like touristy things there. There's a cavern where people apparently hid out during the War of 1812 against Canada.
Yes.
People hiding out in caverns, and today you can go visit the cavern, and you can see along the wall of the cavern is this pipe that they would pipe out the water from the cavern because they thought it was extra special super water. And all of the stalactites and stalagmites have been sawed off, chopped off, and then they would like grind it up and sell it and stuff like that.
Like health tonic.
Odd things. And if you go there today, you can take a tour, and then once you come out of the cavern, you can go to the gift shop and then play mini golf and look at a antique car museum and go through a maze and look at butterflies. So it's a real like
this is history here, guys. So there's
thing.
Legitimate like they have islands where we had like
so we've got remote island, we've got creepy medical cult things, and we've got very special cave water that is preparing the people in different ways. So it's I've been thinking of it as a mental health / kaiju horror book.
Kaiju? Oh, we're in trouble.
So we've got monsters, we've got weird medical stuff, we've got mental health people, and yeah, that's kind of the next big book that I'm thinking of. But I've also been doing a lot of like prompt fiction kind of things on Blue Sky. So like you have 180 characters, like write something from there. So I've been doing these like very short little stories on Blue Sky. There's a group on Wednesday called Horror Writers Chat.
Yeah, I know.
Jump in, and then you can answer some questions and promote your own stuff and all that. So I've been doing little flash fiction on there. So I might do a little like flash fiction breather book in the middle there, where it's take these little stories and do a page on that story. So I've got some thoughts about what's next. Got some little projects, got some big projects.
Yeah,
and, I'd love to continue to do that.
that's awesome. Also, when are you planning on doing the 24-hour comic thing? Sometime in
so I'm not running one this year, but
not? Okay.
it's usually the first weekend of October.
Oh, okay.
Is the national date, and you can Scott McCloud does a lot of organizing around it.
My editor is out in Grand Rapids, so
okay.
I'm always like, hey, go check out so and so, and go tell Jason I say hi. Like, go to this con and go tell, Tom Hutchinson I say hi. Go see Chad Perkins and tell him I say hi. Just kind of introducing her to people that I know that are from that area that I know from down here, and she doesn't know, right?
Well, yeah, editor person. I also run a thing called Studio Night in downtown Grand Rapids.
Oh, there you go.
It's a bunch of people hanging out at a bar called Seven Monks, and we take over the loft area of this bar with 15 to 25 people, and everybody's making stuff. Could be artists and writers and programmers and knitters and people making things and talking about dumb stuff. So, editor, you're welcome to come to Studio Night.
I have too much.
And then
in the evening. I need to do stuff like that where I take my
get out
my laptop and just go, and I feel like I can be much more creative if I'm with other people that are creating, as long as they're not trying to talk to me, because then I'm distracted.
Well, there's talking. It can be tougher for writers to hang out than it is for art people.
That's true.
We can look down and talk and never look up.
But I'm like, shut up, I'm trying to think.
Tougher on that on the writing side. But you're welcome to put on some headphones and zone out.
That would be me.
And then you can come visit.
Dylan said, by the way, he was in at Kaiju, and I gotta say, so am I. Kaiju?
Yes. So like a good mashup like this one. This one's my medieval horror family drama. Not a particularly well-trod genre.
Right.
And the next one I'm thinking of is mental health kaiju. Just keep mashing together things that don't typically go together, but I think make for interesting stories.
Oh man, I think that's the best is when we take genres and
like that human
each other.
Yeah, the human angle to these things. So human angle to zombies, human angles to giant monster.
There's human angles
so you can fight giant monsters, but you can also fight what your own brain is telling you to do.
There you go. So mental health kaiju. I see. Are you fighting your own self? Are you fighting a kaiju or somewhere in between?
At the same time?
Right. So you're battling your own demons and the kaiju at the same time.
And yeah. So someone said the Scott McCloud, and it is the Scott McCloud.
It is.
But you can go to 24-hour comic day, and they have a list of events. Like you can register your event as a host, and you might be able to find something near you.
Speaking of this, Dylan, that's something that it's on my list of things to try and write. I haven't done this before, but like a historical fiction. Do something that's based off of something that happened, but then give it my own twist. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Have you done anything like that?
Nothing that specific. Part of what I was doing with Returned is hey, I can make it medieval, and I could just draw a bunch of swords. I never have to draw cars. I don't have to draw buildings. I don't have to draw cell phones. And the way that I'm putting it together is like mashing all sorts of stuff together. It takes place in no real human Earth time. So the research aspect of it is low. And
Right.
definitely for my next book, the research aspect will be much higher.
Right.
I want to set it in a real time, in a real place. So at least from the art side of things, it gets a little more complicated when you're doing a what you want to be perceived as a real historical fiction.
Right.
No one's ever
I
going to get it
love
really
diving
right.
into
But
that stuff though. Like I love going
yeah.
and just like going down the rabbit hole, like you said, like Kellogg, like in
Mhm.
these weird sanatoriums that they have. That's something that I would be like, I need to go research all of
Yeah.
it. And I would just be
Mhm.
gone for like 2 weeks being like, don't talk to me. I'm in Kellogg
Yep.
Lane.
Yep. I spent a couple days reading books at a college because they had a bunch of books that I wanted to read. They were all like small, very small run college paper type books, like
Yeah.
doctorate papers and things about this history and all the weird machines and strange
Tell
stuff.
me more.
Strange stuff. So like you would get it. So there's like hyperbaric chamber type
Yeah.
things where you would like get in there, but your head is sticking out of the top, and inside is just like what they think of as their special water or whatever, and you're just gonna live in there for a while, or you're gonna take 5 baths a day in this shower that has 30 nozzles on each side, and you're just gonna get like blasted with water.
Blasted from one side. Ah!
Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, again, shoving water in everywhere that you could shove water. There's those machines too. Uh,
Did they
so
soak people in cornflakes? I need to know. Like, put it in the
I
bath and then put the
don't think they
cornflakes
soaked
in.
people in cornflakes, but who knows?
That
Yeah.
could
So
have
you
been
get,
fun.
3 enemas a day,
Be the cereal.
horror.
That's when Carrie shows up, when we start talking about
There you
enemas.
go.
Hi,
Welcome. Yeah.
Carrie. She's like, what did I just walk into?
That's the
Oh,
future, Carrie. It's the future. It's not
yeah.
happening in this
Enema,
book.
cornflake enema. Does that work? I think they would do the opposite. It would just get
I mean,
stuck in there.
if it's
Robert
soggy
Eggers lives
enough.
into movie sets in the modern era due to the technology. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know that.
Yeah, yeah. And I like that research stuff. I do a bunch of research for Edgar Allan Poe related things and
Yeah.
that. I don't mind the research. It's just in this case, Returned has a low bar for the research aspect.
I know better than to ask that with your show. Come on, we're not. All right, yeah, no, okay. All right, I accept that. We're pretty
Okay,
out there.
it's time to accept.
Depending-
Time to accept it.
The show's good. Oh goodness. So, are you feeling like are you ready to be done with your Kickstarter? Are you at that point where you're just
Mhm.
ready for a vacation?
I
Did
think a
you
little bit of both. So
yeah.
I'd like, in some ways, I wanted to keep going so I can keep talking about it
Yeah.
and keep watching number go up, but need to eventually print books. So it
Yeah.
needs to finish sometime. So today is the last official day of the campaign, but I do have late pledges open for both PDF and books because I'll be doing the print run, mid October, so there's still time to order books. And I'm going off to Baltimore this weekend, so I get to talk to all the people in Baltimore and want to have them be able to back the campaign
Yeah.
as well. But this is the last official day of the campaign. There'll be late pledges available, but everybody who gets in, before today, gets to be part of the end of campaign bump. Rather than the extra end of campaign fizzle.
Yeah. Well, and when I do late pledges, I'm on the fence whether I give those people stretch goals because depending on when I order the stretch goals, like if you come in after that and I don't have enough, unfortunately, you don't get one.
Yeah. And I think that makes sense. In my case, my stretch goals are better paper and extra pages.
Oh, so you get it.
There's really I can't really, if I did print runs without better paper and without the extra pages, that just is more work in some ways.
Yeah, I mean, that's what these are. I did, scratch and stuff stickers.
But
And,
I think that makes a lot of sense when you're including extra things because you're going to order those based on the end of the campaign, and that's what you get.
Yeah,
That's
unfortunately.
how
So
they're available.
sometimes, you have to order them, and I mean, like, a lot of them I have to order in bulk. Like these, I couldn't order just 100. I had to order 2.
Yeah,
So you'll most
sure.
likely get one of these. But
Mhm.
some of the other things, if I, ordered 120 and your backer number 125, we'll see.
Yeah, who
Just
knows?
depends on how many physical backers versus digital backers I have. So
But yeah, I think that makes the most sense. But yeah, there'll be late pledges available, but get in today and get this
I
be part of
have
the
a
ending bump and get that number
video.
up.
I have a video that I like to
Yeah.
play just to make my guests giggle, but I think that this
Hmm.
kinda sums up what it feels like, and I don't know if I played this for you last time, but I'm gonna play it again.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I think I'm bleeding. Am I bleeding? Ah! 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 Nose and lips! Okay, ow. Ah! No, can I? Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Wait! Ow! 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 Please, Mr. Oh!
That's excellent. That's absolutely
It's
how it
like
feels.
it's
Absolutely how it
accurate,
feels too.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm curious now. Am I missing something with Fiverr? What's all the Fivers?
Oh, okay, no. So it's gotten better since then.
Okay.
Because when I made that video, I think that video is like about a year and a half old.
Mhm.
But when we used to launch Kickstarters, there would be, I don't know, 50 people off of Fiverr that were like, I can help you market. I will help you
Okay.
market. I can
Yeah.
guarantee,
Hmm.
backers. I can guarantee dollar amounts. And I'm like, if anybody's guaranteeing anything, they're full of crap. Right?
Yeah, yeah. I get all this. I get 'em mostly through like Facebook and Instagram and all
The
that. And
scammers.
it's yeah. They come and be friends with you. You approve them as friends because you want to approve all the people.
Right.
Uh, and then immediately you get the message like, "Hi, how are you doing?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh no, all
Here
right,
we go. They're like,
yeah." And
and I
they
love when they
never,
give you those backhanded compliments, like, "I
mhm,
saw your campaign, it looks really
yeah,
great, but is there a reason why you're not, getting more backers?" And you're like,
hmm,
"What the hell, man? Am
yeah.
I good
Who
or am I
knows?
not?"
Yeah,
Like, pick a lane.
yeah, yeah. I I I would just want one to come to me with a real plan.
And
Like
they
maybe
don't.
I'd believe you if you had some sort of thing you could prove that you could do this thing that you're saying. So if
Right.
you're a real business out there trying to help Kickstarter people, I believe that there probably could be a business out there of people trying to help Kickstarter creators. It could exist, but if this is your sales tactic, you need to find some other way to, to do sales.
Right.
Like
And I
sometimes
mean,
I imagine, like, oh, maybe this person is a person who could do something, but I'm never going to believe them. Not
no.
when this is the opening.
But
Uh,
that's the thing is if
yeah,
there was someone that could guarantee backers and sales and returns, we would all
yeah,
use them.
yeah. We that would be the thing. Yeah.
'Cause I would be like, "Hey, Jason, I used this. I
Uh-huh.
saw increased sales, from this to this,
Hmm.
go use them." Because that was my experience. I haven't heard that from anybody, not one.
Yeah, and
So if they're out there,
yeah.
share them, and we'll use them, but they're
Yeah,
not.
yeah, be
Uh,
happy to, yeah,
so
talk to
I think
somebody
they
about it,
moved
but, yeah, that, like,
from
sales pitch
Fiverr
is
to,
just
like,
not
different platforms is all,
yeah,
because it's like, if you look in your like, I was like, "Wow, I haven't gotten any scammers," but they're all in my Facebook messages
yep,
waiting to
that's
be
where I get them.
approved, where they're
Mhm.
like, "You have all these messages to accept," and I was like, "What?" And then it was like, "Scammers," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and
where they are now."
it's a bummer because I could definitely see someone
Oh,
with a Kickstarter that, is not funded or not looking like it's going to fund, and
yeah,
they're bummed, like, they will be susceptible to that sort of scam of somebody saying, "I want to
yeah,
help you," and you're like, "Yeah, oh, I wanna be helped, like, I wanna make this thing happen, and it's not happening yet," and, it's predatory, very predatory,
mhm,
because you're going to people who are sad, who might be
yeah,
sad, might be desperate,
desperate.
and they're going to, do something that's not, going to help them.
Yeah, and it's
It's a real bummer that that's what you have to deal with all the time.
yeah, and it makes me so frustrated that there are so many people out there that are willing to rip creators off When a lot of times it's like they're working a full-time job, they got a family, they've got kids, they're doing all these things, and then they're staying up late to get this book out. And it's like, you're taking the money from these people?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a real bummer to see those come up.
Yeah.
I've replied to a couple of like, hey, if you believe in it, back the project and then we'll talk.
Yeah, I do that too, where I'm always like, if you really want to help, you can back here.
Yeah, if you really like that campaign, you know what you can do? You can back it on Kickstarter,
or give us a share. And they're like,
anything, and like writing me and saying, hey, you could be doing better right now. Like,
like F you, man. I know I could be doing better. I just, there's only so much time in the day for me to promote. People get sick of me. I legitimately have heard people be like, I see you everywhere when you're live. And I'm like, well, that's the point.
It's kind of
right?
the point. Yeah.
It's kind of the point. Dylan, what did you say? I've been thinking of starting a small ad business for indie creators and post their stuff in Instagram story and other sites. I'm not sure if I want to do that though. I don't know. Totally up to you, dude. It's advertising.
Make sure you have a better sales pitch than, hey, how are you?
Yeah, don't show up in everybody's chat like, hey, how are you? Tons of people will sell theories, few sell deliverables. Yes. And then Dylan said, I already share my favorite creators on Instagram stories, so why not get paid? I mean, yeah, it'll depend on how many people are following you too. Because if you have 12, not you, Dylan, but I just mean like in general, if someone's like, I'll promote you, but they got 12 followers, I'm like, probably not worth my investment. But if you have, it, and again, I promote too, and I have followers, but that doesn't translate to backers all the time,
Yeah.
And so it would have to.
We're advertising all month, all day, every month, every day of your campaign. So really, what more? Could you do?
Exactly. I know. So it's always fun to hear creators and their approach to some of these scammers where they like, I told them that they made me cry and feel bad because they told me my campaign wasn't good enough. And I was like, for what? Me, I go the meme way. I send them the memes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
There's like, there is no Zool. Or what I say, there is no Fivers, only backers, but it's a picture of like that dog from.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Thank you, Carrie. Yes. Carrie is responsible for us ending at that ever so lovely number of 6,666.
Yes, I saw that. Very jealous. Very jealous.
Oh, but we were laughing so hard.
But of the number.
Oh, thank you. But I mean, like, it was just really funny. And I was just like, oh my God. And of course it would be. And then no one would back after that because they thought it was funny.
That is the downside. But hopefully that happens right at the end.
It was like
Nobody wants to mess it up.
2 minutes or something. But it was hilarious. But that was fun. So yeah, great number, right? But actually, if you look it up, it's not related to 666 because I was like, oh my God, like terrible number. And then someone sent me like the definition because I was like, what? So apparently it's an angel number. I don't know where they come up with these, to be honest with you. But it was
it's that Bible math. We can do Bible math and think we know what a number.
I don't know. That's what Google said. Google said it was something about believing in yourself and having other people help you. I forget. Hold on. Meaning of 6666. So it's an angel number signifying balance, compassion, progress, stability, and self-love. It serves as a message of divine support and encouragement, encouraging you to cultivate a nurturing environment, recognize your own strengths, and stay on your chosen path towards goals and spiritual growth. So I thought it was interesting.
Sounds good.
I know. And I was like, is it real? I don't know. But I guess it's better than the alternative.
Yeah. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
You could be hugging a mushroom grasshopper.
It's the double hug, 2-for-1 special. The zombie and the mushroom that goes along with it. Too funny. I'm an artist, not a mathematician. I feel like you should be saying that as like Bones from Star Trek. God damn it, Kirk, I'm an artist, not a mathematician. Like that? Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this. If anybody in the chat is an aspiring creator and is thinking about doing a Kickstarter, do you have any tips, any suggestions for anybody for their first time?
Yeah, for definitely for a first time creator. I mean, this is my second Kickstarter that I've run all on my own.
Yeah.
So I'm still in the new boat a little bit, but I think something that helped with the Kickstarter and comics in general is doing some form of webcomic leading up to a Kickstarter launch, leading up to putting a story out. If you can manage to put out a webcomic where people can see it, and you can just send them there and say, hey, just look at it. Just there's no cost. Just look at the thing. And hopefully, you know, the barrier of it being a webcomic and not being like the most optimal way to read will also encourage people to get books. But it makes it a lot easier if you can just send someone to a website and say, hey, look at this book. Like, you can read it there. As opposed to, hey, I'm going to show you 5 pictures from this book and I can't show you anything else. And being super protective about like what this book looks like and what's it about, and how does it read and how does it work. And it also serves as like proof of life, proof of work, that like you can see the whole book, and returned you can see that all of part 1 and part 2 are done. So there's no backing a Kickstarter and then waiting for that work to get done. And that can be, you know, you can communicate that timeline to backers. You should communicate a timeline to backers. But there's some inherent risk in backing a comic that's, you know, technically not done. And creators with big track records of completing campaigns, such as Laurie here, your backers have that sense of confidence because you have done this 8 times before. I don't know how many times before. Many times before, you have run Kickstarters and delivered books in a timely fashion. So you have that track record. But if you're coming into Kickstarter, as I was, like, this is my first project that you're going to back, having the ability to say, like, oh yeah, you can see that everything is done, and all I'm doing right now is figuring out how many I need to print and how many I can get out to people, and what the audience can be for the book. So it can lend a sense of confidence to a new Kickstarter backer, plus the ability of just having people go look at a website and see if they like a book. Also, like, there will be some amount of people that would read that webcomic that can't buy a book. And the suggestion there that I always give to people, like, yeah, go read it. And if you want to buy a book, if you can buy a book, go buy a book. If you can't buy a book, go share that you like it. Go, you build that army of people a lot easier when you can technically give the work away. And you can develop that sort of track record and confidence in Kickstarter backers. And I think that is helpful for books. And it feels weird to just give it away, but I think that helps build an audience more than being super protective about what's in your book and how it reads.
Yeah, interesting.
So everybody can see that it's a quality book, a quality story coming out. And that I realize for me is easy because I'm writing and drawing and not employing other people that have to be paid. Because I'm doing everything myself, I have the ability to just say, hey, take it, read it for free, whatever. I totally realize that there are economic realities that don't necessarily go along with the webcomic idea.
I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. Like I always say, if you have an ongoing series, put your issue 1 up there. You know what I mean? Everybody should be, like you said, see the comic, kind of get the concept, see the art, and if they like, get a taste of what it is, so that way they know what they're getting on board with. So my issue 1 has been Global Comics and Nerd Antics and Drive Through Comics, and it's there. Like I'll just send you a link. You can go read it for free. But anything after that, I'm just like, maybe they could see a few pages, but if you're good at something, never do it for free.
Exactly. But you've also done it a fair amount of times too.
But I mean, there's still that issue 1. Like issue 1 will always be like, here you go. And no matter how many times I give it away, people still come and buy it. You know what I mean? So I'm with you where it's like, I really like that, but I want it for myself. So put it on the shelf.
And reading a book or reading a PDF, much better experience than clicking an arrow to get to the next page.
Yeah, and especially like on your tiny phone, you can't read it.
Yeah, and then the stuff that we do, long form narrative, graphic novel type storytelling. It's not the best read as a webcomic.
No,
but works great as a book. But there's just the difference in availability there.
This is it. All right, everybody. It is that time. Hour and 45 minutes. Time flies by on this show. Please go to here. I'm going to go here in a minute after the show's over, and I'm going to go show some support. I'm getting that book card. What's it called?
Book plate.
Thank you. It's like, I'm going to say it wrong the entire show. I'm going to get a book plate because I want an original zombie. I'm really excited about that. So that's what I'm getting.
Excellent. That's excellent. And thank you, everybody. We just during the stream got over 2,000. So I'm super happy about that. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Jason, go ahead and share your socials, where you're going to be in the near future. So people can follow you and then keep track of where you're going to be and maybe stalk you in person. Just kidding. Don't do that.
So I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I do a lot of local events around here, but you can find all of my social media at Strutz Art. So every new social media that pops up, I go grab my name. But it's good to have a pretty unique name. So STRUTZART. So you'll find me on all of the social medias through that, including my YouTube channel for videos and Blue Skies and Facebooks and all of that. And you can check out the Returned Kickstarter through the links in the show here. And you can also go to returnedcomic.com to read a little of the book there. And you can visit the store. We have books and PDFs up in the store as well. And that's pretty much the places you can find me everywhere.
Excellent. Go ahead and click that follow link, everybody, so that you can follow Jason. If you haven't subscribed to my personal YouTube, then make sure you give me a like and subscribe. I'm terrible at promoting my own YouTube. It's the thing. But just a reminder,
the secret code, you have to say smash. You smash the subscribe. It has to smash.
Smash the thing. Smash the button to like and subscribe and the bell. And I don't know how many. They got like 12 buttons you have to smash now. I don't know.
The bell, the bird, the balloon.
The Batman symbol,
you hit all the things, and eventually maybe they'll tell you.
And if you do up, down, right, down, left, right, you get an extra life. I don't know. But you'll find this show there. Killer Karen is there. Our gaming stream is there. So when we play on Thursdays, we are still have to resolve the Camp of Carls. So for those that aren't aware, we've been playing a Path of the Pale Rider RPG. Christopher Brown, who does Slaughterville, does an amazing game, and he homebrewed a Path of the Pale Rider. Hold on. Check this out. So we've been playing this, and we marched ourselves into this camp of 15 Carls. And I got shot like 4 times before my turn even started. So I have some regrets about that. I think I got blamed for that too. I was like, let's go pick a fight, and then got shot a lot. So hopefully we survived the Camp of Carls. We managed to dodge a giant sandworm. I ate the soup. So if you know what that means, check it out. So again, that's all on the YouTube.
Mm.
You can see me cook things. I have a short list of things that I don't think I've put too much in there. It's like eat good food before you die. I probably should add more things to that. So,
It
and
could be a
of
good
course,
game for your show, a soup
eat
game.
good things.
You eat the soup. Eat the
And
soup.
it's actually, you know what?
Eat
We
the
have a
soup.
choose your own path book, Jason, and that is
Mhm.
one of the things that you have to decide is whether you eat this soup that is offered
Eat
to
the
you,
soup.
and it
Yeah.
has like
Okay.
a goat,
Mhm.
a meaty goat skull with eyeballs still in it, floating in the pot.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
get
If you
to
can find
decide.
a bunch of good pictures of weird soup, you can do a would you eat this soup game.
Ooh, we could do that. Thank you very much. We'll play that with another zombie guest. Would you eat this soup?
Yes. Yes.
So we'll play that. So that's it, my friends. Catch us here next week. Madeline Holly Rosing will be here. Another Boston Metaphysical Society is coming out. So we'll be with her next week. And just remember to kiss your babies, be excellent to each other. And we'll catch you here next week on the Tuesday Morning Brew. Bye, everybody.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thanks again for coming on, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Ozzy, Ozzy, what are you doing? Come and have a look at this lovely book that was sent over.
You're rapping in the perpendicular.
Oh, go on and spit the bat out your mouth. No one can understand you like that.
Very nice. Say how 5 dentists and all.
Oh, well, that's not much better. Ozzy, why don't you sing to me? I can always understand you when you sing to me.
Fucking my brains. What is this my publisher sent me? Inked in black with art so sweet.
So what do you think? Do you like it?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Hi, I'm Laurie Calcaterra from the Tuesday Morning Brew, and I have a hot take for you. My friends, I am tired of remix, reboot, recycle, sequel, prequel. Aren't you? Like, where is all the new stuff? I want to know what's new in comics, in movies, in novels, and music. But for that, my friend, you gotta go to indie. Here on the Tuesday Morning Brew, we like to go right to the source. I interview indie creators, writers, artists, musicians, novelists, actors, you name it. They're all on the show, and it helps us keep a pulse on what's new, what's poppin', and what people are passionate about. Join us on Roku every week and other platforms live on Tuesdays. And no matter if you're drinking coffee, tea, or the tears of your readers, make sure you tune in to the Tuesday Morning Brew.
Thank you.